not recognizing quickly the value or the access God gave me to my father, because that cheated me of a lot of progress I would have made. So we're always looking for the attractive, the popular, all those kind of things. In this world, not many people really care about you. And I don't want you to learn that lesson. People who love you for you as scarce. Once your value disappears, their allegiance or love or care or honor disappears with it. That's why you cannot play with your secret place. That's where your value was generated in the first place. Before they knew you, it was you and Jesus. Some of the regrets I have is by not recognizing early the place of my father, who was my biological and spiritual father, in my life. I didn't get enlightened too late, but I really wish that I was enlightened earlier. So I didn't see him the way people used to see him and receive from him. So I couldn't receive like I should have received. That was a mistake. And there are many ministers' children that are watching this and that will watch this that need to be careful of this. 2011 December, God freed me from that one. And I started to honor my father much more because he continued to increase as the years went by. It was a process. It wasn't 100% instantly, but the process began. In fact, I remember weeping in that service, in that meeting, and I began to give my salary, December salary, to my father. As he gives it to me, I will give it back to him. He will pray for me. As I remember all those things, I began giving 1/10. Apart from the one I give in church, I began giving 10% of every monies that come. Just establishing my honor, his place in my life, and that just shows you that something switched, and obviously the trajectory of my life began to, be an upward trend. So many things began to fall in place, and I started to recognize him as somebody who has capacity to better my life. He had gone far ahead of me. He had seen so many things I'm just seeing now, and he was, God's strategy of preserving my time. I had no problem honoring others. For some reason, my home base didn't have that reference in my heart. Another mistake I think my generation should watch out for, which is kind of in line with this as well, especially in the area of ministry, rating others above your base, your family. All right, when I say family now, I mean your home church, I mean your biological family, I mean your tribe, where you're raised, where you are. Those who are there for you now or were there for you now that when you were nothing. So some of you are under pastors who have labored over you from when you were a baby up until now. You meet one person on campus who came to minister in your fellowship, and you just abandon your home base. The person who labored over you, the person who covered you, the person who mentored your parents. Amazing. Our generation is really amazing. So we're always looking for the attractive, the popular, all those kind of things. So, we have tendencies to appreciate and gravitate towards those who were not part of our upbringing, our development, just because they flash some money at you or they promise you a platform or stuff like that. So that's a mistake many young people make. And it's not a wise thing to do, all right? Because family is all you have in this world. Not many people really care about you. And I don't want you to learn that lesson late. So in this world, women are wired, sadly, selfish. Once your value disappears, their allegiance or love or care or honor disappears with it. So, and many young people today who are beginning to be sought after must learn this in advance. That's why you cannot play with your secret place. That's where your value was generated in the first place. Before they knew you, it was you and Jesus. Before the announcement came, before the invitations came, for all the honor, the fame, the influence, and so on and so forth, it was you and Jesus. And if you shut down that place because people are now calling for you, it's just a matter of time. Those same people will move on from you once what you're offering is now available in other places, or you no longer even have what you're offering. So we can learn one or two things from the life of Jesus, even in that regard. We'll find where he said, or the Bible says that he did not give himself to men because he knew what was in men. That is what is in men. And these same men, it happened to him, and the same men that said, let's make him king, and the same men who said, crucify him. each time I think about the fact that probably the man who was deaf and dumb now used the same mouth that was healed to shout, crucify him, I'm always amazed about humanity. Is that the kind of person you should be giving yourself to? That's why I said first God, then family, family, and by extension, the church family. All right, so don't do that. I know that we are all Christians, but don't learn it the hard way. That many pastors, churches don't really care about you. They are not even shameless about the fact that it's obvious they don't care. That's why when it comes to meetings, for me now, I'm not advising all those who are still coming up, but for me now, one of the major indices is relationship. It's relationship-based meetings I'm going for now. On rare occasions, will I go to places I've no single, as it were. Either somebody must have vetoed or somebody must have, somebody I trust must have put in a word. You can trust this person, or you can, like, at a certain level, we don't just move again. If others are not making new friends, those that they know, their circle does not increase until that's something you notice about them. Those 5-10 people they'll trust forever. You see those faces consistently on their programs and all that. Once God blesses you with a good friend, 2 good friends, wow, you're so blessed. Don't ever take them for granted. People who love you for you. So learn that early. When God blesses you with such men, don't sacrifice them on the altar or on the basis of some random person you met that seems to promise you the whole world. Men are frail, men can change, men will disappoint you.
Thank you for watching today's message. We are here to raise an empowered generation of young, influential changemakers, passionately transformed by Jesus Christ, equipped to transform lives and restore communities, all through God's love, His abiding presence, and divine purpose.